Morning folks, Kevin here. Well, it's March 2nd, 2025. Didn't shoot anything outdoors yesterday. The storm was pretty bad, really high winds. And we had freezing rain initially, and then it just turned to snow. We didn't get that much snow, very little snow, or at least very little accumulated here. But it's still slick ice underneath this. But I thought what I'd do is walk around out here, take some more video of the building and all. And there's the center overhead door right there. Yeah, those winds were really something there yesterday. I could only get so much done the day before yesterday out here. It was pretty much wiped out and frustrated. Let's see how things look here. It's 8 degrees Fahrenheit right here, right now. Oh, there goes a flycatcher there I just saw going into the barn, or the workshop rather. Did the tape get ripped off of this? No, it's just covered with snow. Okay. Tried to cover that to prevent any more fluid from getting in there. There's Pepe in there, all crushed to the side. And Suki's in there too. So anyways, on Friday we had an appointment for 2 p.m. for the first claims adjuster to show up. He contacted me at 1 p.m. and said he had car trouble. This is all via text message. He doesn't do phone calls. and indicated Saturday he'd be able to come yesterday at 2 p.m. A little after 2 p.m. I texted him and said, hey, are you still coming? No response. I gotta say, insurance companies with their claims departments and all, they're pretty incompetent. Their communication skills are grossly inadequate. And it's just negligent, the response to situations like this. Things have calmed down, lots and lots of buildings, but from what I hear, claims adjusters have been to some of those places already, and things have already started. I can't even get the insurance company to do the emergency service to keep the other building from getting damaged further. With the winds whipping in there yesterday, we shut down our online store, and we got this is March now, so this is a time that we're starting the selling the bare root trees and bushes this year. That's just not going to happen. There's no way we can do any of that now. So that's really disappointing. And I guess it's just the way things work. One of my friends, we're talking, and I told him that our experiences with this insurance company dealing with the sales representative has been absolutely excellent. He comes out every year. We sit down, we talk about the policy, seeing what things need to change, in other words, giving more premiums to increase the coverage because the costs of building materials go up. And certainly labor prices go up as well. We want to make sure we got everything covered. Really important to do that. And we just met with him just a couple of months ago to go over everything. And he's been excellent as far as everything goes. But what my friend was telling me, he says he told his insurance agent, he said, well, the only reason that we're using your company as our insurer for our company and for our personal stuff is because you know, I know you as a person, so I'm trusting you. and from what it appears, the claims department is totally separate from the person who's selling you the insurance. Because I genuinely believe that Greg, that's the name of my insurance agent, who I believe that he really wants, you know, the company to stand behind and do what they're supposed to do. I don't think there's any malice on his part, but I gotta say, it's really, you know, I just go back to our profession. Now, everybody knows me as a homesteader here and a farmer. But before I retired, I was an internal medicine specialist for veterinary medicine, and my forte was critical care, and those advanced cases where multiple chronic disease processes were going on simultaneously, whether it was a chronic kidney disease and heart disease, you know, which is a really ticklish balance, because with kidney disease, you really want to give them lots of fluids and all, but with heart disease, you don't want to overload the workload of the heart. They can go into congestive heart failure. There's, you know, all those complicated disease processes. Well, that was the bread and butter of my business at a critical care facility. And one of the key elements, one of the most important things is always informed consent. Really sitting down with people and letting them know, you know, this is what we believe is going on. This is what we're capable of. These are the potential adverse effects. These are the costs involved. And, you know, it's really just being brutally honest from the very first moment that you work with people, right up until you're making decisions whether they want to continue and go any further. And of course, the breeze is kicking up now. Apologize for that. So, yeah, very disappointed, but I wanted to give you an update. Tomorrow I got jury duty in Pulaski, so we'll see how that all goes. And you know, it's frustrating just looking at the building there. And I believe that this frost-free hydrant on this side, you can see the irrigation, the PVC that we have that drain during the winter months. Well, the frost-free hydrant's right next to that, where the panel is down, so that may be completely flattened and all. And yeah, and this truss over here, part of the trusses are ripped off on both sides of the building that's still standing. And that whole south end, the wall is precariously tilted right in. Very, very frustrating. The power's gone off around here a couple of times, but thank God we've got the generator there. And 45 kilowatt generator kicks right in and supplies the power. We have had to cut the power to the building that's collapsed there, and but the security system's still going AWOL there. So what can I say? I guess it's very cold. It's 8 degrees Fahrenheit. There is a breeze. I'm freezing. No work to be done out here today. I've got some things to do inside today, and we'll just take it from there. So I hope you folks stay safe and take care, and I look forward to giving you updates as we can. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, and bye-bye for now.